Today we're going to be talking about the mysterious death of Micah Miller. More about that in this video. Welcome to Ducks, everybody. I'm your host, Kenneth Glenn, and today we're going to be talking about the mysterious death of Micah Miller. So she is the wife of a pastor from Solid Rock Church in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and she's been found deceased recently. And the authorities have called her death a suicide, a self-inflicted gunshot wound. You might be thinking to yourself, oh, that's so sad. I hope the pastor's holding up okay and whatever. No, actually, the pastor's under a lot of hot water right now. The pastor might have had some involvement. Now, make something very clear. I am not making an assumption. I'm just providing the evidence that has been brought. The evidence so far of this case. I'm not making an opinion. I'm not saying whether or not he did. I'm just showing what happened, and I want you guys come to your own opinion, because I do not want to accuse somebody of something when it's not clear yet. Micah Miller was found dead at Lumber River State Park in North Carolina. So this is very close to where fairly close to where I used to live. So during the police's search, this is according to Fox, Carolina. During the search, they found a black Honda Accord with a South Carolina registration in the parking lot. The vehicle was confirmed to belong to Miller. They also found a Sig Sauer gun case in the passenger seat, a box of ammunition in the center console of the vehicle, and a receipt for the gun that was dated the same day of her death. Now, during this, while this was happening, it was confirmed that John Miller and a woman that he has been allegedly romantically involved with, which we'll talk about that later in this video, was at an athletic event in Charleston. And the vehicle has been found traveling on the highway around the same time of 2/22, and this suicide happened around that same time at 2 o'clock, 2:54. So let's talk about the case. Is it a suicide? I mean, it could be. It very well could have been. What the reports are saying, maybe it was, the sister of Micah said that she's been dealing with domestic violence and things like that. She even made a very eerie Facebook post. So the Facebook post in question, the caption said, "When terrible, terrible, terrible things happen to you, y'all know what I'm talking about." And then she had a wink emoji, and then it says RPF, which is resting peace face. And then we'll show the clip now.
Hey everybody, I just want to let you know that I'm alive and well, and life's been kind of crazy the couple past weeks, months, years, but I've kind of had to keep my circle really small for the past couple weeks, just because I'm going through a lot, and it's hard, and it's my cross to bear. It's the thing that God has put in my life to deal with, and I don't want to bring a lot of people into it. I'm so thankful to God for a strong family and the friends that God has put in my life to be there for me at this time. I just wanted to share that my heart and my prayer is that the church would stay strong, that y'all would stick together, because the church is God's people. It's not a man, it's not a person, it's not me, it's God's people. Keep worshiping. Like I can't wait to worship again with everybody, but for now, I'm just worshiping with me and Jesus. I think when your world is shook up, you need to take a pause. And I can only pray that more people will take a pause and I'm trying to get my priorities straight right now. And that's making sure that my heart doesn't have any unforgiveness, bitterness, resentment, just forgiveness and hope for the future and peace. Because you can't put a price on peace. Thank you for all your prayers and support. Know that I have to keep my circle really, really small right now. I'm used to having a really big circle, so it's hard because I want to reach out to everybody and tell you how much I love you and I miss you. But this is the best way that I know how. So I love you all. I miss you. Thank you for your love and support over the last couple years. And some of you, up to 18 years walking with me as my friends. And for right now, I've just had to put everything on pause to get myself right. And I think God's happy with that. So keep praying for me. Thank you. And I love you. I'll be praying for you. God bless you. Bye.
So it's weird. She mentions in the video she has to keep her circle small. Now, I don't know why that's the case. Why she had to do it. Is it because her husband's controlling? I don't know. Not 100% sure why that's the case. But it is weird. That was a very weird post. So to my knowledge, this has been a very rocky marriage for the both of them, and they were actually separated at the time of her death. And there's been accusations of domestic abuse. She's applied for divorce multiple times, and the pastor has been caught out in public with a female. Now, whether or not this is a woman that he's romantically involved with or not is unknown. Probably is. Let's be real. Men and women really can't be friends platonically. It really doesn't work out. Like, most of the time, there's romantic involvement from one of the parties. Real quick, before I get any farther in this video, I just want to give a shout out to JLR Investigations, Robbie Harvey. Like, these guys have been killing it with this case, and they've been just all the evidence. They've been killing it, dude. So JLR Investigates made a video yesterday, and he showed off that the pastor was getting served papers at his house. And dude, he's been killing it. He's been making like 10 streams a day on this stuff, which is just insane. And then Bobby Harvey, obviously, he's been the one like leading the charge on this. He's been killing it too, man. He's been doing great. A bunch of evidence, and I recommend you watch both their videos. JLR Investigates and Robbie Harvey. Watch their videos on this stuff. They have really good stuff on it. So the alleged woman that he's been involved with a relationship with is named Susie Skinner. And weird thing about her is that her husband died from drowning a few years back in 2021, which is very odd. But yeah, there's been affidavits between these two people, and just this whole case is just very odd and weird. And how the pastor's been acting about it is just super weird. I'm not a fan of what the pastor's doing. As a married man, you should never be hanging out with females, especially by yourself. And very clear he's been hanging out with this woman by herself, or by himself. He's been caught in public. It's not great. This is not a great look for the pastor. First of all, as a pastor, getting a divorce and being separated from your wife as a pastor is just a very odd thing. Because if you remember, in Matthew 19, Jesus talks about how strict marriage is. In Matthew 19, you cannot get divorced, basically. Like, it is super strict. The only exception for divorce is adultery. And I would also imagine, like, abuse as well, but that's besides the case. But yeah, in Matthew 19, verse 9, it says, "And I say unto you, whoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery." So it's like, oh, and then, so it's kind of odd that a pastor isn't, like, this is just weird. And I'm not completely sure whether or not this is a murder or a suicide, because the wife did go through suicidal issues in her past. She's been through different therapies and stuff like that. And she's going through a stressful situation as it is, so that might relapse her to do more. But I'm not sure. It doesn't look great for the pastor, in my opinion. The pastor does not look good at all in this situation by how he's acting and how he's been and the accusations that her family's been putting against him and some of his own claims. So this just in, John Paul Miller was found. This is February 23rd. He tipped a female waitress at a restaurant and he put his phone number on the tip, on the receipt, with a smiley face next to it. This is absolutely wild. And I'm trying to be unbiased in this situation, and I don't want to make any assumptions about what happened to this, but you cannot, like, dude, John Paul Miller is clearly not a great person. Did he kill his wife? I don't know, but it is very clear that he's not a great person. And then after John Paul gives this female after John Paul gives this female his phone number, he ends up asking her for like inappropriate pictures. And I have the text messages, and I just gotta tell you, like, I cannot tell you enough how great Robbie Harvey is. He's been killing it with these videos, and I recommend you just watch every video if you're really interested in what's happening with this case. You gotta watch all of his videos. He's killing it on this. So John Paul was doing a sermon one time, and he was complaining about people checking in on his wife after she'd been to the hospital. And I'm gonna play the clip in a minute, but he's like complaining that people are like asking him if everything's okay between them. As it, like, you know, because you know how that's terrible. You know, you should never like check in and make sure someone's okay. Like, I'm sorry, if someone checked in on my wife saying that asking if she was okay, I would be very happy that there are people out there that are checking in and making sure everything's okay. I'd be happy with that. But obviously this guy isn't. He's not at all. So I'm going to play that clip now.
One day I'm going to preach about getting rich, strong, healthy, and finding a hot wife that loves Jesus. That's demon, actually, right there. When my wife went in the hospital, I looked at her phone and I counted over the past 2 years 18 people who had texted her and said, if you ever want to talk about your husband, you can talk to me and say anything and I'll keep it confidential. Why the heck does somebody want to hear what somebody else says about their spouse? And 2 of those 18 were men.
But that's it for my video today. I'm just going to end it here. If you want to see more, I don't want to take too much from these guys. All right, Robbie Harvey, check him out. I want to keep taking stuff from him because he's been killing it on YouTube. Check out his video on it. Check out JLR Investigates. He's been killing it. I don't want to keep taking stuff from them. So that's just it for my video. Go watch their videos for more context. Go watch their videos. I just wanted to help bring this issue and help spread the word about this.
Robeson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, are you able to trace the location of my phone?
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
At National Park.
What's the phone number you're calling me from? Where's the park located at?
In Fair Bluff.
Let's see.
I have my location on, I think, on my phone. Find My Phone is on. I just did my my location.
Okay, I'm showing, I don't think you are in Robeson County. Are you at the Lumber River State Park?
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Tell me what's happened.
I'm about to kill myself, and I just want my family to know where to find me.
Okay, ma'am. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Let me make sure I got the exact location where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
Give me your thoughts down below, guys. I hope you liked the video. Please leave a comment, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys later. Peace.